All right, Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, as always, I would like to give all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachaha, Quadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing his truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And as always, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And welcome to another series of Prophecy Watch, lining global events that are going on around the world to biblical prophecy and showing you that according to 2 Esdras 15:2, that everything that is written in the Holy Scriptures are faithful and true, because the spirit of the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. So here we have Trudeau, who is telling Canadians, which Canadian is the neighbor of the United States. And a matter of fact, we live in New York. So namely, I live in upstate New York, or upstate, whatever, Niagara Falls. I guess you could say Niagara Falls. I live in Niagara Falls, New York. And, there's a bridge that people can take that will take them directly into Canada. There's a bridge that people can use to get from Canada into Niagara Falls, New York. So here we have Trudeau, who is telling Canadians to prepare for a new virus, far worse than, Ovid, as we see right here. And right now, we're living in a time where there is going to be pestilences, there's going to be, uproars. People's going to be on the edge of their seats. And we can already see how they're pushing the face diaper agenda. As you see right here, this bugged out guy in this suit right here, he's wearing a black face diaper, a face pamper on his face. Okay. So, get ready, because, this fall, this coming fall could be chaotic. We could possibly see lockdowns this fall. We could possibly see quarantines this fall. We could possibly see people looking at each other funny. Like it tells you in the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter, the love of many shall wax cold, right? Because the scriptures speak about how iniquity shall abound. And we know that love is what? The fulfilling of the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. So the opposite of fulfilling the love, statutes, and commandments is what? Hate. And what is hate? Well, hate is when you transgress the laws, statutes, and commandments, because hate is the opposite of love, right? So, we got people out there, especially our people, who do not want to abound in the ways of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, by keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, which we can keep to the best of our ability, seeing that we are rehearsing the righteous acts. So people's going to walk around in their own pernicious ways. People's going to walk around and do whatever they want to do. People's going to live their life how they see fit, according to their own perception of reality, which is ultimately going to lead to their own ruin, their own destruction. It's going to lead to them being judged horribly and ultimately being taken off the earth. The Canadian government has issued a warning to its citizens, advising them to prepare for a new, virus. Well, we have to say it that way because of YouTube's algorithms. But you know what that word really says. But no, I'm saying virus. Virus. Okay? Virus. They warned that the hypothetical virus might be far worse than COVID and could lead to food and fuel disruptions. So you see that? They're talking about how this virus could lead to food and fuel disruptions. Okay. Okay. Incredible device pulls water out of thin air. No, it's not water out of thin air. It's called the dew of heaven. It's talking about the dew that cometh up from the ground to water the earth. But you see, Esau, especially Esau, likes to overcomplicate things. Okay, what happens is that the Lord causes the dew from the earth to rise up from the ground and water the earth. So it's possible that the dew is rising high enough to actually end up inside of those containers. But anyways, Canada's Centre for Occupational and Health and Safety rolled out a second edition of their FLU. Okay, FLU fucking lying to us, right? That's what FLU stands for. Cause that's what they're doing, man. They're fucking lying to us. Okay, that's what FLU stand for. They're fucking lying to us about the virus. The VACCINE that they're telling you. All these things are good for you. It'll help protect you from diseases and all of this other shit. Okay, and infectious disease outbreaks business community plan handbook. Okay. It says the guide provides information for employers on what to prepare for when facing another pandemic. The Mail Online reports in the new edition released in June, they focus on hypothetical virus that they warn could trigger further disruptions that Crown Royale 19. It states that based on trends from past pandemic, fucking lying to us, there may be a higher average number of illness and deaths in age groups difference than what we typically see during annual FLU seasons. Okay. The guide also warns employers must be ready for a scenario like an disease outbreak or pandemic, which forces people to stay home. You see that? Mandatory lockdowns, house quarantines, checkpoints, face diapers, doctors talking about you got to go to your nearby hospital or clinic and get the Taco Bell sauce. Okay, you gotta take the picante sauce. It says if there's a pandemic, how many people will be off work? You see, they pulled this much similar scenario during the COVID crisis. Because what happened during the COVID crisis, there were lockdowns, jobs were closed down. Okay, millions of people were forced to go on they were forced to go on unemployment. You know, my job was one of them places that closed down. Okay, I was working at the casino at the time. Okay, I was working at the casino at the time. You see? You know, the whole entire casino shut down. You know? And I believe that my bros that was that I was living with, their jobs closed down. They had to go on unemployment. Many jobs here in the US closed down, you know? And that led to what? That led to a lot of businesses closing down, because once, you know, things started to reopen, what happened? You know, people did not want to go back to work because people was getting getting those them checks. Okay? Especially those women, okay? If you had like 4 or 5 children and you was a single mother, you was getting paid in full, okay? You was getting checks from the government that was going up to what? Like because see, it was how much? I think it was like $2,500 per child in the house on top of the mother. So if you had 4 or 5 children on top of being the other person in the house, your checks were coming up to what? $10,000, $12,000. And they was getting more than one of these checks. So a lot of people was not going back to work. Okay? So estimates vary because no one will know for sure how the new virus will make people, how fast it will spread, or how many people will not go to work until it happens. So what? That's going to force people to go on unemployment, which is what the government wants. Because if you're getting unemployment and they're especially paying you good, well, who's to say that they won't take your unemployment and move it to a check? I mean, who's to say that they won't take your unemployment check and move it to a chip? A future pandemic will come in 2 or 3 waves, about 3 to 9 months separating each outbreak, it adds. You could go ahead and read this article for yourself. You know, I pretty much read some of it, not most of it, but showing you, man, we're living in those times. Okay, so go and pull this up real quick. Okay, you know, just to show you, we are living in those times. See, Revelation 13. So we're going to go to Matthew 24. Okay. And you people, you cannot say we did not warn you. Okay. We must have brought out Matthews 24 and 7 over 1,000 times before in the past, because we've been telling you, look, this is what's coming to the world. 2nd Esdras 15 verse 5, which I'm going to bring that out next. Matthew 24 and 7. For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be what? Famines and pestilences. And they're already talking about, how this pandemic could affect food. Okay. So there's going to be what? Famines, which is a food shortage, which could lead to starvation, cannibalism, and all kind of catastrophic events. And pestilences. What is a pestilence? A disease, a virus. Okay. And earthquakes in diverse places. 144. The Wada Yahweh, the Wada Yahweh Shai. 144. Okay. It says, And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Okay. So there's going to be pestilences in diverse places. That indicates that it's not going to just be one country where there's a pestilence. Okay. UK already received its first case of, the two-pox in their country. Okay, so how the hell do the MPOX, which I'll call it the two-pox, in order to avoid YouTube's algorithms? How does it go from Africa to the UK? Isn't there supposed to be a travel ban? I mean, you would think there would be a travel ban, right? You got something deadly like the MPOX in Africa ravaging the people, right? Having people walk around looking like, Ninja Turtles with bumps all over their face and shit. You would think there would be a travel ban. So how the fuck is it in the UK? There's supposed to be a travel ban, right? It's supposed to be a quarantine. It's supposed to be lockdowns. People are supposed to be getting cured. But no, man. This is the society we live in, We're talking about the devil here. But anyways, UK received its first case of a two-pox. So, two-pox is no longer in Africa, and now it's in the UK. So, you can thank the devil for that. 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. So it's not going to this pestilence is not going to just be in one country. It's going to be in multiple countries. I will bring plagues upon the world, the whole inhabited world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth. And we're seeing that going on all around the world. And their hurtful works are fulfilled, save the Lord. So with that, I'm going to say shalom. It's on to the next one.